And I'm glad to know that he's from my hometown. So it's going to be Koforidia Confederation. All right, so I have with me in the studio Delassie, my brother Delassie. He has a new EP out, and we'll be getting deeper into that in a moment. All right, Joe 99.7 FM. I told you earlier on that I'm introducing to you. I'm always glad to introduce to you acts that I have discovered. I know he's been in the system for a while, but I discovered him a few weeks ago, and I'm very, very happy to introduce him to you. His name is Delassie. Before we get talking, take a listen. Oh, 99.7 FM, time check 46 minutes past 2 right here on Showbiz A to Z. My name is Kwame Dadzie, and if you have any questions, even before we get talking, you can send them via 05511 And music in the background, what coming from Delassie. He is amplifying his artistry through an amplifier. My brother, how are you?
Pacho Boko.
Bibia Boko.
Boko.
Delassie,
yes, sir.
From Koforidia.
Money.
How come I'm now getting to know about you? Because I lived most of my life in Koforidia. I never heard of you when I was in Koforidia.
The world's best kept secret. I think I'm a P.
How did I get to know about you on Rolling Stone, interviews on BBC Six and all that? How did that happen?
Yes, I've been charting very troubled waters, or a path that, like your anthem says, for discerning listeners. So it's just ushered me on its own route, where I found myself, collaborating more and, doing these reaches and being reached out to as well for these platforms, for
Great.
joining, positive causes. The Rolling Stone, for instance, was for a certain positive cause, and things of that nature. So the music has legs, and sometimes the body follows along from Koforidia.
You see. So for how long have you been doing music?
Professionally, my gray hair will help me count. 15 years.
15.
It could be more, but I just want to give that number. 15.
And you've been performing in Ghana or outside Ghana?
Both. I performed in Ghana. I performed in a few countries in Kenya, Morocco, Zimbabwe, and some parts of Europe as well.
Wow. How do you call your style of music?
Very eclectic, but I borrow heavily traditional Ghanaian music. I could go to Kumasi. Yewumi Kumasi, by the way. Bantama boy.
Yeah.
I'll go to the Volta region where I'm from and just, record traditional Ghanaian groups, because I want to keep the culture alive, and then fuse it with hip hop, fuse it with soul, fuse it with jazz. These are contemporary genres that I'm heavily influenced by, that inspire me. So that's the fried rice I've been cooking.
Check.
Yes, different flavors.
How has the reception from the Ghanaian community been like?
It's been warm. No, Kofrida, but in Accra, sometimes I get love from some outlets. I performed in
Great.
Republic,
Wow.
and a few places like that. So yeah, kaka.
Wow. And you've been signed on to Brownswood Recordings.
Yes.
How did that miracle happen?
The angel is sitting just a few
That's
inches
the angel.
across from you. But yeah, I've been strategically looking for a home. Like, there's been interest over the years. Like, my debut came out in 2015. I'll get responses from labels that were interested.
Yeah.
None of it really came the way I would want it to materialize till now. This was like, okay, the angels look up to me or look down to me like, okay, no, boy, no, I break into it. Yeah, man, in Shiraka, and everything happened together like now. So I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed. It's a great platform to be.
Awesome. Awesome. And you have an EP titled The Audacity of Free Thoughts.
Yes.
I respect people who come out with EPs, albums, because they're not just songs put together. They are an anthology of thoughts, if you like.
Collective
thoughts.
Yes.
And this is Audacity of Free Thoughts. What went into the cooking of this meal?
Yes. So it was at a very strange part of my life, I would say, that the cooking commenced. This is when the lockdown, that's when, like, my efforts, my studies, my into like being a producer, that's when it really, because I couldn't go anywhere, so I had to like take up this new skill of scientific exploration. And I was in isolation while I was doing that, but I had some friends in New York, New Jersey, and then there's Nino Enote, who's a veteran,
great
master jazz musician and multi-instrumentalist in Ghana, who also came took a pilgrimage from Accra to Koforidua, and we just got busy.
Wow.
We cooked and cooked and cooked till the wachi was mwah.
And it's not ready.
It's ready. I've been Mumbai. I can't man for a
But for those listening,
yes.
let me give you the chance to have a bite. Which one should I play now? Audacity of Free Thoughts, right? I like Agbe Didi.
Okay.
Agbe Didi. Is it Didi or Didi? Didi.
Didi.
Is Didi. Oh.
Kofi Dadzie.
Didi. Agbe Didi.
Yes.
But others say Gigi and Anyasa.
No, Gigi would mean something else.
Okay. Agbe Didi.
Agbe Didi.
There's an Nkwatinting.
Ane. Exactly.
Okay, let me play Audacity of Free Thoughts. Then later we take a listen to Agbe Didi. This is Delasi on Joy 99.7. Delassie. I hope you just enjoy this one. Audacity of Free Thoughts. What does it mean? Tell me more about this song. What does it mean? Audacity of Free Thought. This particular one.
Yes. So, I mean, the society can be very rigid sometimes with eradicated completely, forms of expression. Now, when you're an artist, what makes you really unique is rebellion. Not Yemfa matches and burn down the country, no, but but new ways of thinking, new ways of collaborating, new ideas of experimentation, of coming together and tackling problems. All of that has to move away from maybe very rigid ways of doing things that results in things that might be time to do away with, for instance.
Yeah.
You see, so this is all that seeps through for that song.
Wonderful.
That you just heard. Like, there should be freedom in our collective thinking or individual thoughts.
Wow. And this is what I would say. For creators, we say creativity thrives in freedom. So basically, that's the underlying factor here. Joy 99.7 FM. I have in the studio Delassie, great Ghanaian act, making it big worldwide. And I'm super excited to have him right here in the studio. You have other songs like Perception, Learn from Adversity, and I played Amplifier earlier on. Kwame Dadzie is also on this EP. How do we get to listen to all the songs? We've given them, a bite already, but how do we get to listen to the entire EP?
Obiara Samutemia me pamo chopa. You have to do one task, maybe two tasks only.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, ne Twitter.
Great.
At Delassie Music. Links no bibia. I put it on all the stores.
Okay.
And it's available for you. If AudioMac is your friend, if YouTube is your friend, iTunes, Spotify, Obenya will be Paucho. If you are 1 million people, my Instagram followers has doubled to 1 million.
No, everybody is going to follow right now.
That's it. Give the command again.
Yeah. Delassie, right?
Yes, Delassie Music.
Music on all social media handles.
All handles. DLASSI
Yeah, please go follow Delassie Music and know how to listen to his songs. This is a great musician that we are supporting, promoting. He's already making it big worldwide, so let's make sure that we share in the glory together. Delassie, thanks so much for coming. But before you go,
yes,
do you have anybody, some people you want to say thank you to?
Yes. Manager for Rocky Daoni.
Yeah.
Kerry Sullivan, thank you for all the amazing managerial, admin, supernatural blessings. I want to shout Asafo Ware.
Okay.
They're doing some good stuff. And all the alternative institutions, organizations in the city.
Awesome.
Making alternative music thrive. And shouts and appreciation goes to Joy 99.7 FM.
Yeah, I love that. Delassie coming through. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
We hope to have you again to talk more about Ghanaian music. Yes, we appreciate your time this afternoon here on Showbiz A to Z. Delassie Music